Alright, this is a demonstration of a custom database and record keeping software that I've created for another customer of mine. And anyways, Ivan, if you end up watching this, I can create something similar to this for you. I don't know if it's, something that you guys are interested at all, but anyways, we're going to go to this program right here, and basically once it opens, I get to open a database. So right here, I'm going to select the database that I've designed right here for them, which is basically a custom database for a junk buying company. Basically, as it all works, you can see that when it pulls up some of the records, the last record that was created. But anyways, it has little buttons down here that I've created. You can delete the record, search your records, create a new record, or save the current one. Now, basically, the different information this one is going to have, they have all the vehicle make, the model, the year, the VIN number, the color, the date that it was purchased, the seller's name, the purchase location, seller address, seller state identification type, so it would be license or state ID, passport, or something like that. Of course, the ID number to that, the amount that they purchased the car for, the license plate number, and the contact information for the persons. So, and then up here is just random note stuff that you can put on here. Like for instance, this one says, contacted us on 7/15/2014. Jane says that the right fender is missing and both passenger windows are broken. We quoted her $27 in that current condition, and we scheduled it for pickup and payment on 7/17/2014. But for instance, when you go to create a new record, basically you'll just go right here, and now you have these blank things that you can enter in all this information in. So as you're entering this information in and stuff like that, and you're putting all your stuff in that you might want to save and all that, and once you hit save, you don't have to have all that stuff filled out. You can just save it exactly like it is and come back to it, or whatever you might want to do. Now, basically, it's pretty cool because what we can do is you can delete the record. So let's say you messed up and it asks you, would you like to delete this entire record? And you hit delete. And so now that one's gone. And up here has several different features where you can flip through the different things that you've gotten. So this one right here is for a Nissan Maxima for John Doe, and then this one was for the Toyota Camry for Jane Doe that we purchased from her and stuff like that. Now, after a while, you'll have a whole bunch of records, and let's say you need to figure out, man, dang it, I don't remember this person's stuff and I can't find their information. Let me go ahead and find something. So basically what we're going to do is we'll go to find, and then you can search by any of these fields according to the data that you've already entered in. So let's say I remember the person's name was Jane Doe. You can put in Jane Doe as the name, and you go ahead up here and you would do what's called a perform find. And now it's going to pull up the record of Jane Doe and the car that she sold you and all her contact information. So, and some of the notes that you guys make to yourself, anything that you might want to save. We also have for the same company, because sometimes they'll do is they'll fix these cars and they'll sell the cars in their lot. So what they'll do is they can flip this tab right here to the vehicle sold form. And with Jane Doe, let's say they take that Camry, and let's say that they want to sell it. Basically, we'll put the date into this by hitting new record at the top up here, and then you're able to start adding these fields in here. So we're going to put the date that it was sold to the next customer, whatever you'd want that to be. And right here is the buyer's name, the buyer's address, the buyer's primary phone number, the best way to get in contact with them, the buyer's home phone number, their ID number, the total agreed sell price, the monthly payment amount if they're on payments, and then right here you can say, let's say their payment due is on each month is payment due on each month is on the 15th of each month. So you can make note of that. And then, is the customer on the payment plan? So in other words, did you agree with the payment plan or not? If not, you can always leave that part up there blank. But if it is, you just put yes, they're on payment plan, and the payment dues is due on the 15th of each month, let's just say. And then up here you can be like the monthly payment amount that you guys agree on. Now over here I've created a little field that says payment history, so that way when they do make their payments and stuff like that, you can put 7/15, and then you can basically type they made a payment of $300 for that month. So, and then you save that information. And then the next time they come, you just hit enter and you type the next date that they came the next month and the amount that they put payment. And as it goes on, you can automatically update all that. And this can calculate for you everything exactly like an Excel spreadsheet can. So if you put the total price here, and every time they make a payment here, at the bottom I can add a field down here that leaves the remaining balance that they have owed. Basically, you'll save this stuff the same way. You'll just hit save, and then you'll go on to the next one. Now you can flip back to the acquisition form, and that's basically the way that it all works. But you can create records and save them and all that stuff like that. This one's not quite complete yet because I'm going to end up putting a picture field somewhere over here, so that way when they acquire the vehicle or something like that, they can take a picture of the vehicle and attach it to this database as well, and every time you pull up this record, it comes up with a picture of the car as well. And that comes in handy because if they default on a payment and you know, you need to get in contact with law enforcement or with a recovery agent, basically you can print this entire page out right here, and then it'll give them all the contact information, the payment histories, and then they'll even have a picture of the car here. So, and you can add as many photos and stuff like that as you would want to put up there. But basically, this is the way that it's going to work. And I can design this and make logos and make it all really nice and pretty and all that stuff, but these people just want something very basic and very simple to work with that's easy to use, that keeps track of all their stuff digitally and inside of a computerized database. Because they may have issues finding papers or, you know, finding contact information when someone does default on a payment, or when they need to get a hold of someone and get additional information. That's where this comes in handy, because now you're not stuck searching through a bunch of file cabinets and looking for scrap papers that you might have jotted some numbers down on or something like that. So basically this is what we're looking at, and it's really cool because up here at the top there's just different ways that you can do things. So and up here you can hit show all, and then basically you flip through your records right here and you see all the different things. Like this was an S10 that I created for them. Just basically you can flip through your records on each one, and it keeps track of everything that you would like it to do. Now I can also, at the end of the day, you can create like running totals and reports and inventory lists of all the cars you have on the lot, or all the cars you've bought, and the total amount that you paid out to purchase those cars, and then the total amount that people have brought you when they've purchased those cars from you. So basically it's a very, very, very robust software that's been created, or a database software that's been created for these customers. And Ivan, Crystal, if you guys are interested in anything like that, you let me know. We can sit down and custom design this stuff for you, and you put every single thing you want it to be. So it's really cool stuff. Like I can create a new database, and all I would do is basically hit, for instance, it comes with some templates and stuff that you could use, but they're not very good. So like this one, for instance, you can do inventory. So if you have a whole bunch of stuff that you're trying to keep track of, and then you name it and save that thing right there as however you'd want. So for instance, this is a template, and you can see how this is now a way that you could possibly make it look if you add the graphics and all that stuff like to it when it eventually gets that way. Now this is pretty cool because it gives you basically everything that you have in your home or in your business. You create an inventory of it, and then you come over here and you attach the picture of it, and you give it an inventory ID number. And then it even says, you know, how it was created by, the date, you know, if it was modified by anyone, the last person it was modified by, and the date that they modified it. All of this stuff can be password protected, all of that, so that way you can log into your database and you have to put your username and your password. And you can assign different usernames as well, so that way, you know, let's say your husband's not very good on the computer, so you don't want him to be able to delete anything or mess anything up. His name may only have the ability to view the records, but not modify them. So he can view them and print them and email them, or export them into Excel format or PDF format, because this has that capability of well built into it. So if you choose to do that, it's pretty cool. If not, that's, you know, all up to you guys too. Now everything can be completely customized. So whenever I do a new record or something like that and I clear all this out, I can go up here to edit my layout, and it allows me to basically, you see how everything is in edit mode now. So my notes, if I want that to say something else, you know, I can basically make this whatever I want it to be. So it's completely customizable, and it's very useful. If you guys want something like that, let me know. Anyways, that's pretty much it. That's a demonstration of the software and of the database, and you guys let me know. Get in contact.